Okay, ladies and gentlemen, could be heads or could be tails. Let's see. Today it's going to be tails, the B side of the coin. They call me dirty work. I'm about to read you a poem that I wrote a couple of years ago. The name of the poem is called Who Are You? It's a poem that was written for all the pimps, hustlers, strippers, whores, gangsters, thugs, drug dealers, those on drugs, and the rappers who promote the lifestyle. This is a poem from our ancestors. It's called Who Are You? Today is Juneteenth, and on this day, I think this poem was very appropriate. Who are you? I don't even know you anymore. You're so distant, my arms can't even hold you anymore. You don't remember me or anything I told you anymore. The game's almost over, and you don't even know the score. Who are you? Do you know? I don't even have a clue. You and I are no longer related because of the things you do. The way you live your thugged out life is trifling, trite, and foul. You no longer wear a smile. You got that gangster scowl. You claim the biggest thing about the rap game is keeping it real. Well, for Biggie and Tupac, keeping it real is how they got their cap peeled. Yet, Jesus took that last foul for you so you could stay in the game. Now you turn your back on him and refuse to even use his name. Jesus made that downfield block for you so you can score. He opened doors for you so you should love him so much more. But you chose to chase the thug life. You chase money, sex, platinum, and gold. Now you're building strip clubs where your great grandparents were bought and sold. They suffered through hatred and bigotry to keep you from becoming a slave. Now you're a slave to sin and violence. They must be turning over in their grave. They paid the ultimate price to get you off the auction block just so you could become pimps and hustlers and sell your women and slang the rock. During the civil rights movement in the 60s, I became a major player. I was beaten, jailed, spit upon, and hated. My only response was prayer. I taught the world to overcome and win through peace and nonviolence. I asked how many of you would follow me today. All I hear is silence. I was murdered because I have a dream. You crowned me your black king, and now I don't recognize you and I can't stand the lyrics that you sing. Now me, I taught you to stand up and be a man and take power by any means necessary. You still got hoodwinked and bamboozled into sin. Man, this mess is scary. You let Plymouth Rock land on you and crush you. Then you put it in a pipe and smoked it. You systematically reintroduced yourself to slavery after your slave masters revoked it. Turned to thug life, pimping and slanging, crime capers just to gain wealth. When I found my path to enlightenment for bloody papers, you murdered me yourself. So now my dreams have been dashed to pieces. It's become a real nightmare. While you rocking iced out Jesus pieces, your children are still chained to welfare. Now me, I was tired and brave and dissatisfied. I refused to give up my seat on the bus. I had boycotts, sit-ins at lunch counters, marched for freedom, created such a fuss. We we created the Civil Rights Movement, SCLC, NAACP, and the Black Panther Movement, Black Power, the Rainbow Coalition and CORE, SNCC. We thought we had all the answers. We defeated Jim Crow, whites only, Dred Scott, and segregation, apartheid, racial bias, separate but equal, and degradation, just so you could pee pop in strip clubs all over this godless nation? Come on, man. Me, I endured the whip and the slave ship, the cotton fields and Civil War, Underground Railroad and slave uprisings and lynchings, just so you could become a crack whore? You really let me down. Now I'm disappointed in your daughter and your son. But you're the one who taught her to love money so much and taught him that there's power in a gun. Now he's living living in a jail cell in the belly of the beast, a place full of hate, no longer property of the slave master. Now he's property of the state. Meanwhile, your daughter is doing what you taught her. The pimps have total control. She's not only out there selling her body and her dignity, she's already sold her soul. I tried to save you from self-destruction. It didn't do any good. You more concerned with cussing and street lingo, flossing and repping your hood. You have no idea that you're naked, hungry, wretched, blind, and poor. You lost your identity, your self-respect, your pride and direction. I don't know you anymore. Who are you? I don't even know you anymore. You're so distant, my arms can't even hold you anymore. You don't remember me or anything I told you anymore. The game's almost over and you don't even know the score. Who are you? I don't know you. You don't resemble me. When Jesus cracks the sky and returns, that's when you'll tremble, G. You disrespect women, then brag about how you gotta take care of your seed. But you quick to start beef in the streets and make your own brothers bleed. Every time you kill another brother, don't you know you destroy a part of yourself? It's as if the Surgeon General determined that being a black male is hazardous to your health. Every time a black man kills another black man, you're doing the work of the Ku Klux Klan. You know, I heard a rapper say he'd get his lap dances in heaven. That's blasphemy. He may be able to fool your simple mind, but yo, he ain't gassing me. Contrary to popular belief, there are no thugs or strip clubs in heaven. There is no ghetto, no grief, no sin or lust. And we have no part of the devil's leaven. Your brain is deranged and your soul is rotten. You refuse to worship the only begotten. You'd rather put your trust in gold and guns than the precious blood of God's only begotten Son. Now, me, I was abused as a child, just like you. But I didn't become a porn star or do the things you do. I became a survivor, went to school and studied diligently, started my own successful business. To show my spirit and resiliency, I became the first black female billionaire and struggled hard to succeed, just so you could work in strip clubs, sip cognac, and smoke weed. Now, the same breasts that used to suckle little white babies in the South, now you bear them, squeeze them together to take $1 out of a sucker's mouth. You're still a mammy, Aunt Jemima, pickaninny slave, getting used and abused. Your daughter's trapped in the slave quarters because she's mentally confused. Your son used to be a slave, a coon, a jigaboo, a nigger, a little black Sambo. Now they go to their grave a buffoon without a clue, a thugged out nigger, a little black Rambo. Me, I did comedy for years. I kept it clean and still was funny. I never had to curse or swear or be vulgar or nasty to make my money. I went to college to gain knowledge. Now I and my wife both have doctorate degrees. If you really want to know how to survive and succeed in life, hey, just follow me. But you misspell and mispronounce words on purpose and call it ebonics. You make yourself look real foolish. You need to get hooked on phonics. You embrace your country grammar and don't mind ending up in jail. Don't you know being locked up in the slammer only guarantees we fail? While you were in the field picking cotton, Master tipped into the slave quarters, totally disrespected your manhood, raped your woman and your daughters. Now you serve your wives and daughters to them naked on a stage. No wonder you so hateful, an angry gangster full of rage. Now the man has no choice but to incarcerate you and lock you in a cage because you're lost, deceived, disoriented, deranged, and stuck on the wrong page. Instead of trying to find the creator, you've become a debater and call me a hater. Instead of getting saved, look at how you misbehave. You follow the deceiver, the traitor, chasing money, gold, sex, drugs, power, and the latest cars, and the hoes and the strip bars. I no longer recognize you. I don't like what you've become, and I have no idea who you are. Who are you? I don't even know you anymore. You're so distant, my arms can't even hold you anymore. You don't remember me or anything I told you anymore. Game's almost over, and you don't even know the score. Who are you? I don't even know you anymore. You're so distant, my arms can't even hold you anymore. You don't remember me or anything I told you anymore. The game is almost over, and you don't even know the score. Who are you? Ladies and gentlemen, that is my poem, Who Are You? I hope you liked it. Um, I have a political voice that needs to be heard. My choice of venue is the spoken word. These words I write, these words I speak are for the smoked out crackhead and the well read geek. Poems that can be understood in the city, the county, the burbs, and the hood. This is Dirty Work 54 on Juneteenth, asking you to take a good look in the mirror and ask yourself, who are you? And what are you going to do about it? This is Dirty Work 54, signing off. You'll be hearing from me again real soon. Bye bye.